my trip to Washington, D.C. I had the privilege to go and attend the retirement ceremony of one of our very beloved and close friend, GP and Ravinder. The retirement party was at the Naval Academy. Thank God we didn't miss our flight this time. We were able to get to the airport early. But the funny thing is the airport was totally empty. So we just sat there for almost 2.5 hours waiting for our flight to take off. We arrived at Baltimore Airport and our friend Ravinder came and picked us up. We went she showed us all Annapolis, and she showed us the Naval Academy. And Naval Academy is a beautiful piece of architecture. I wish I was a young girl and I was actually studying at the Naval Academy, and I saw men and women looking beautiful in uniforms. Oh my God, it was breathtaking. We drove around the Naval Academy. From there, we got a little bit hungry. We said, let's get some bagels. We got some fresh bagels, some pumpkin spice chai latte, because it's fall season right now. We got that. We went to her house, ate a little bit of lunch. Then we went and checked in to the Naval Hotel. Which was in the heart of Washington, D.C. The hotel is also a piece of art. Like the dining room was like wooden, and we have actually portraits of all the big leaders. It was like, oh my God, I've actually walked back in time. Stayed at the hotel for one night, had this amazing dinner with all the people who were actually invited for the retirement ceremony for GP and his friends. Met a lot of people in the Navy, in the Air Force. It was such a privilege. I felt proud and excited to be part of this amazing nation. I ate actually antelope for my dinner, which was actually very delicious. My husband got to the hotel. He's like, you want to go out at 12 a.m. in the morning? We're all going out in the town. I was like, no, I'm fast asleep. I had an early morning flight and I want to really enjoy all the monuments in Washington, D.C. The next morning, had a great breakfast, went out to see all the monuments. I saw the White House, the Lincoln Memorial, and I saw the museums. I walked around in beautiful Washington, D.C. It was like, it felt the air was crisp. It was amazing, coffee in a hand. It was, the whole day we walked around, let's say like from 10 to 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. One of the GP's friend, his name is Jose, and I met his wife, Adela. Adela and Jose, there's a movie made on them called A Million Miles Away. It's about Jose and his wife. Jose came to America and was from Mexico, and he's the first Mexican astronaut. And Adela is the woman behind him who is a force. They have a beautiful family, and I was just mesmerized by their stories. Hi, I am with Jose Hernandez's daughter. The movie is made on him, Million Miles Away.
I'm Karina.
And she was in the movie.
We are Million Miles Away.
The next day, we got up early, the whole house was like sleeping. It looked like a wedding house because there were so many people sleeping in the house because we all were there for GP's retirement party. The next day, I wore a beautiful green dress and a nice long beige coat on top of that, because obviously I wanted to look crisp and at the same time classy. We got up early and then we all got into cars and we actually went to the Naval Academy. We walked into this beautiful giant building, and and they were like, all these men and women actually who were actually there in this amazing, as I told you, naval dresses. Oh my God, it was breathtaking. And the speeches they did and the acknowledgements they gave to GP, and Ravinder, his wife. A lot of times we don't understand and appreciate what the women are doing, their work and what they are doing. Behind the scenes, there is a lot which women is doing to make a man successful. This actually brought tears to my eyes, the way he acknowledged my friend Ravinder. It was a very heartfelt moment. The people who were actually in the room were scientists and engineers and researchers and the leaders who actually made the space warfare successful. The friends are the family we choose, and just like If you want to keep a good relationships, there's a lot of give and take, there's a lot of forgiveness, there's a lot of compassion. And sometimes, it's not 50-50. Sometimes we will do 80% and the friends will do 20. Sometimes they will do 80%, you could do 20. So there's a balance. And as far as, the intentions and the love and the relationship is, good. We probably ended up sleeping like 2-3 in the morning. And the next day was actually our trip back home. And just like, everything in life, everything comes to an end. And such a nice trip and such a memorable trip, full of pride and so full of exposure and love. And especially being part of such a big and great nation, which is my home, I felt proud and thankful.